guys, I'm back again. Welcome to today's live streaming, and happy Sunday. How was your day? Did you go to church? If you're a Christian, how was service? Oh, so tonight we're going to do something different. It's going to be a game. I want us to play a game. Yeah, at least for the overtime, we want getting to know ourselves. So today we'll be playing game. So the game would be to choose any of the letter of the alphabet, and then if you're choosing, let's say F for instance, you're going to give us a name of things like an animal that begins with F, a fruit that begins with F, a country that begins with F, a food that begins with F, and color that begins with F, a car brand that begins with F, and then a body part that begins with F. So I think I'll go first. I think I should go with the letter J. Yeah, I'll go with the letter J. Animal that begins with J. Oh my god. What animal? What animal? What animal? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm stuck with the animal that begins with J. But I think a fruit that begins with J, it can also be a fruit that begins with J, letter J. Guys, why did I choose J? I'm stuck to the letter J. If a fruit that begins with J. I can't. Hi Mars, hello Mars, welcome. Hi Abdul, welcome, thank you for joining. So today we'll be doing something different. We'll be playing a game. Okay, we're choosing our alphabet. Like, choose any alphabet that begins with. Hi Taufik Ahmad, welcome. So today we'll be playing a game. So I want us to choose, Taufik, hi, I want us to choose from letter A to Z. Hello Dilep Hadi, welcome to today's live. I want us to choose our letters from A to Z. Choose a letter, and then you're going to give us an animal that begins with that letter, a fruit that begins with the letter, a country that begins with that letter, a food that begins with that letter, a color that begins with that letter, a car brand that begins with that letter, and a body part. So guys, which alphabets are we going to go with? I'm from Nigeria, Dilep. So guys, let's choose an alphabet. Between A to Z. What alphabet are we going with? Should we go with the letter A or B or C or D or E or F? Guys, okay, a letter D. Good. Did you choose D because your name begins with D? Dilep, I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Okay, so let's do D. So what animal, guys, begins with letter D? Can we drop it down? Oh yeah. Okay, so what animal begins with the letter D? Could you share if you know one? Yes guys, let's go, letter D. Let's make this fun. If you know, you could just drop it in the comment section so we could move to the next one. So what animal begins with the letter D? A deer. That's good. So what fruits? Can we think of a fruit that begins with D? A fruit, guys. Can I think of anyone? What fruit begins with D? What fruit begins with the letter D? Guys, help. Let's help out. Letter D, guys. A dragon fruit. Oh my god, yeah, so on point. Okay, guys, we have dragon fruit. Could we move to a country that begins with D? What country begins with the letter D? Can we just drop it there? A country. Why is it only D-Lab that is answering? We need a country that begins with letter D. Let's go, guys. D and D-Lab, why are you leaving? Why? You should stay back and finish what you started. You choose the letter D, so we have to finish it. We have to get a country that begins with D. What country? Help out. You don't have... No, you are not done, D-Lab. You are not done. You have to finish what you started. You choose the letter D. Let's go. A country that begins with D. A country. We're almost done. A country that begins with letter D, guys. D. Can we get one country so we could move to the next alphabet? Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Denmark. Yeah. So let's move to the next one. Food. Can we think of any food that begins with the letter D? D. Any food. A food that begins with letter D. We've gotten that of country, Denmark. A food that begins... Guys, hope you are not browsing it. We're not browsing. Let's not browse it. Let's make it fun. A food that begins with letter D. A food that begins with letter D. Guys, letter D. D-Lab, you have to complete this. A food that begins with letter D. What food? No! Oh my god! I can't think of any food right now. G. Oh my goodness. What food begins with letter D? D-Lab, help me out. I can't think of anyone. Is there anyone in the comment section that can help me out? A food that begins with letter D. A food that begins with letter D. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh, you're tired. Oh, it's fine. So could we move to color? D. I'm not sure we have any color that begins with D. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Yeah, I'll carry on. Yes. So guys, a color that begins with letter D, a car brand that begins with D, and a body part that begins with D. Do we have anyone? A color that begins with letter D, a car brand that begins with letter D, and then a body part. We'll come back to that of food. But a color that begins with D, a car brand that begins with D, and a body part that begins with D. For a car brand, you say, oh god, this letter D is so difficult. I don't know why. Letter D is so difficult. I can't seem to think of a car brand that begins with D. Oh, a body part. Oh my god, this letter D is so difficult. Letter D is so difficult. I think we have to change. The alphabet, honestly, because it's difficult getting a food that begins with D, or a color that begins with D, or a car brand that begins with D, or a body part that begins with D, please. So I think we should do letter J. I think we should go for the letter J. An animal that begins with J. No, let's do letter C. I think I can do C. Oh god, you are so hilarious, D-Lab. Please, let's... We are changing it. We are no longer doing G. Let's do C. an animal that begins with C. That's a cat. We have a cat. A fruit that begins with C. A fruit that begins with C. It's fine, Dilep. It's fine, Dilep. Let's move on. We are on letter